Welcome to Jira Bakery. In this tutorial, I'm going to explain how to clone the issue if there is a custom field value change in the parent issue. Here is the use case. So if the created issue requires an additional cross-functional team needs to work on it, for example, this particular issue, whatever the issue that you are seeing here, if it requires any database changes, then whoever is working on this issue are going to enter the task in the custom field saying that, hey, we need to reindex the database. I'm just giving the random examples here. We need to create a custom table or whatever reasons to address this request. We need to have some changes in the database. So what what they are going to do is that they have to key in the value in the database custom field and the edit screen. And as soon as they enter and submits, it's going to clone the issue into the database team, and the database team is going to work on it. And as soon as they finish the database task, it is going to be updated here, and then the parent issue assignee is going to work on it. And the second part of the automation rule, here I'm going to explain two automation rules, because to achieve this we have to create two automation rules. So the second part of the use case is going to be if the parent issue assignee updates after cloning the issue. If they come back and update any additional value in the database task, then it should copy the it should clone. No, it's not cloning. It should copy only the additional lines the parent issue assignee added in this field. So these are all the two use cases and the two automation rules that I'm going to explain in my video. So if you are new to Jira Bakery, appreciate if you can subscribe it. I'm creating the content by keeping the beginners in my mind. So now let's get back to the automation rule. So what I mentioned here is requires automation rule. Uh, So the rule number one is that we have to see what field value is changing. So in our use case, we have to look for the database DBA task field. So the change type, any change in the field in the edit issue screen, and then this is we have to go for the advanced comparison. And I'm going to paste this string. This is somehow we have to use this one. So I'm going to, the first value comparison, advanced comparison is going to be change catalog dot your custom field name. For in this example, the custom field that what we are looking for is a DBA task. So in your case, whatever the field that you are looking at, you have to mention that field name here. And from string and backslash, I'm going to paste this one as well. And the condition equals to, and the second value, just leave it like empty. And now you have to select which project you want to clone this one. So in my example, if there is a change in the database task field in the parent issue, I want to clone the issue into the database team project under the issue type, whatever the issue type you want in the cloned issue, in the cloned project. So my cloned project, the issue should be cloned into my database team 2 project under the issue type of DBA request. And the summary, I'm just giving clone and the issue dot summary. So this will bring, the reason why I put clone is that obviously the database team will have a number of issues. So this will indicate that, hey, this issue is cloned from other project, and the issue summary and whatever the parent issue summary we have is going to be displayed in the cloned issue on the data team project. And what I'm going to select is only the DBA task. I have to copy, only clone, only DBA task from the current issue, and linked issues cloned by and triggered. And we have to look for the related issue conditions, which is cloned by and clones are present. Then we have to copy DBA task from the current issue. So what it will do is that it will check if there is a change in the DBA task, and it will clone the issue into the DT2 database 2 project. Okay, this is the first use case. So now the first automation rule, we covered the use case that if there is any custom field value change, we are cloning the issue into the designated project. Now let's come to the second use case. So in this use case, if at all, if there is any change in the database value in the parent issue, if they update after cloning in the parent issue, if they update anything in the database task, it only copies the edited or updated information into the cloned project, into the cloned issue in the database 2 project. So it should not duplicate. It should not reclone the issue again whenever they make any update in the parent issue. It should not create any duplicates of the same issue. If you don't write this particular automation, what it is going to do is it will fire whenever there is a change in the data DBA task custom field in the parent issue, the one that we just created. So what it is going to do is it's a gatekeeper to check if there is any existing DBA task already created for the parent issue, and if there is any already created, then it only copies it. So now we'll see how we can achieve this one. So when there is a field value change, field that we need to monitor is obviously DBA task and any changes in the field in the edit issue. And we have to see if there is any linked issue, related issue conditions are linked issues, and link types either cloned by or clones are present. Then what we have to see is we have to branch the rule and related issues, and the same thing that you need to select here, linked issues and cloned by and clones. Then we have to we have to copy the DBA task from the trigger issue. So this is how we are going to achieve this one. So let us see how it is going to work by checking with one example issue. So we'll take the same example. Let's click on the DBA task. Need to add a table and save it. So what it should do is, since I added a comment in the custom field where we wrote an automation, now it should clone the issue into the database team project and should copy the value in that issue, cloned issue. Let us see. Let's refresh and see. So now our first automation rule got fired and it created the cloned issue in the database team project. Now let's go and see how it looks in the cloned issue.